is your daily tarot and guidance reading. My name is TJ and today is March 20th, 2022. This is a pick a card style reading, and for this reading we will be using two different decks. We have an Angel Oracle deck and the Smith White Tarot deck in a Game of Thrones theme. There are three different groups you can choose from. The first group is represented by the Moonstone. The second group is represented by the Labradorite. And the third reading will be represented by the Rose Quartz. If you would like, you can certainly pause the video and feel and see which grouping resonates with you, or you can click on the timestamp in the description box below to go directly to your reading. Let's get started with the first group, and that's the Moonstone. What's your message for today? Your Angel Oracle card is Acceptance, and here you have a group of cherubs and an angel. They are glowing in a golden light, and they are flying in the sky, being greeted by angels and people below. And this card says, Acceptance. See yourself and others through the eyes of the angels with unconditional love and acceptance. In this way, you inspire and lift everyone to their highest potential. So is there a situation in which you are having a bit of a challenge digesting it for what it is? Or is there a hard truth that has recently become in focus? So you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, and you also have the Strength card in reverse. So Moonstone group, I'm getting the indication today, all cards considered, that perhaps right now you're being encouraged to accept a dynamic that is not necessarily working out favorably for maybe even either parties, both parties. This could be romantic, such as, as a romantic partner. This could be something related to, school or even work, something where you have to be in partnership with someone. And I'm getting the indication today that things are not flowing, and you need to accept it. And perhaps you have been making efforts and strides to change the situation. You can continue to do so, but also reserve your strength. And, it's funny because the Strength card in reverse also represents denying a hard truth or having a hard time digesting a hard truth. And here you have an illustration of Brienne of Tarth, who was the first woman knight in that kingdom. And she's holding a sword that was given to her by a character who was considered by many to be treacherous, a traitor, because he had killed a king that he was supposed to be protecting. Anyways, my point is that, I'm getting the indication that in some sort of dynamic, be it romantic, be it business, be it work-related or school, you and another person are simply not on the same page right now. And I'm getting the indication that you have been making efforts to try to amend things, but perhaps you're not seeing the results of that yet. But the cool thing about the Ace of Cups is that as easily as it has overturned, it can also turn right back up again. So perhaps it's just the right thing that needs to happen to set things in motion again, to get you guys working on the same page. Again, reserve your strength, reserve your spirit as well. And, so we just need to accept sometimes that right now it's okay to disagree. And it's okay to disagree and, be where we are. And then naturally and over time, things can improve. If you feel like this reading resonates with you, please let me know in the comments below. You can like, subscribe, and come back for tomorrow's reading. Also, I encourage you to listen to all the readings. Otherwise, have a great day and take care. Let's move on to the second reading, and that is represented by the Labradorite. What is your message for today? So your Angel Oracle card is Blessing in Disguise, and here you have an angel, and she's perched upon a fluffy cloud. I love these colors. They're a bit muted, they're a bit dull, but they're all so warm. This card reads, what appears to be a problem is actually part of your answered prayer. You understand the reason behind your present situation as everything resolves. Trust in heaven's protection and infinite wisdom to answer your prayer in the best way. Oh, I wonder what type of scenario you're going to be in where perhaps it will cause a bit of anxiety, maybe something that just seems unfavorable that will end up working in your favor. How will this work out? Oh, okay, cool. So I think I'm saying the word cool a lot. Maybe that's my word of the day. You have the Three of Cups and you also have the Knight of Cups. These are both very, very positive. Now, the Three of Cups is an illustration of a scene from Game of Thrones where you have Missandei and Tyrion Lannister and Grey Worm. So 3 people representing the like the Queen's Council, you could say. And they're drinking wine, which isn't something that 2 out of 3 of these characters usually would do in this type of scenario. And they're telling jokes, and it's a very funny scene. So this card represents, you know, celebration, togetherness, food, wine, all those types of things. And you also have the Knight of Cups here, and this is an illustration of Lance Tyrell, and he is a knight in the series, and he's very gallant, and he's beautiful, and he has long flowing curly, you know, wavy hair, and all the ladies want him to marry them, but his character, so much to him. He's a wonderful character, and he represents, you know, boldness, a very romantic card, but proposal. So I'm getting the indication today that perhaps Labradorite group, you're going to be in a social scenario, one in which you were not wanting to be part of. Maybe it was something that was just not your scene, or perhaps it wasn't your particular crowd. And it's going to end up being really nice because you're going to meet somebody and they're going to have a very important connection with you, even if it's for a short period of time. Now, this could take place in a variety of ways. This could be, you know, a work scenario where you meet somebody and you gain a new contact or a new connection. It could be also perhaps you're, you know, and again, in some sort of social scenario, and you meet somebody and you have a whirlwind romance. It could also be that perhaps you're, you know, just maybe in the right type of social scenario at the right time and you connect with somebody. And this is going to work out very well with you. Now, another layer to this is that you have the Labradorite stone, and this stone represents aligning oneself with the universe and taking advantage of its spontaneity. So this seems like some very exciting things are going to be happening for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please let me know in the comments below. Give me a like, subscribe, come back for more. I do this on a daily basis. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Or maybe you want to listen to the next reading. Let's move on, shall we? Now, the last reading for the day is represented by the Rose Quartz. Love the Rose Quartz. Unconditional love. So your angel oracle card is Child, and here you have an angel, and she's sitting upon steps with a baby in her lap. And this card reads, "You care deeply about children, and they readily respond to your love. All children, including your own inner child, require love, affection, and attention. We can clear and open your heart and schedule so that you can give more time and energy to the children who need you." So this is related to a child, most likely. What's your message today? How can you share your love with a child? Oh, so this is super interesting. You have the Three of Spears in reverse, which is an illustration of a little finger looking off into a fleet of ships. Now, this card can very much represent simplifying one's life, kind of taking stock, being in the present moment, being encouraged to do so. And you have the Five of Cups here, which is also considered a sadness card. And you have, oh my goodness, you have Cersei Lannister, and she is wearing her dark robe, I guess when she was Queen Mother. And, you know, 3 of her cups, 3 out of 5 of the cups here have spilled. And she's had 3 heavy losses, personal losses in this series. But 2 cups are still upright. So this card is can be a very sad card. It can represent losing something, but still having but remembering that you do have things to hope for. So Rose Quartz group, I'm definitely getting the indication today that perhaps you need to be spending more time with the child. Maybe it's your own child, maybe it's a family member, maybe it's children in your work environment, maybe it is your inner child. And right now, perhaps you have been so busy expanding, whatever, that's the word that came to mind. You've been busy expanding in some sort of way. Your time has been invested into something, that there's some sort of child in your life that is missing out on you. And the Five of Cups indicates that perhaps you are having hard feelings about this now. Maybe even in your lifetime you've experienced this yourself, and now you're feeling a bit remorseful that you're repeating this type of pattern. So today, you know what, you're being encouraged, if you see the situation for what it is, you're being encouraged to spend that time, share that love with that child, be it a person or yourself. So, you know, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. And remember, I do these readings on a daily basis. Come back tomorrow, and I hope you have a good one.